Hi everyone, Rooney here, and welcome to my channel. So things have been busy for me over the past couple of weeks, and I haven't really been able to track the original reason why I started the YouTube channel, which was Splinterlands and the SPS token. So let's see what's up with the SPS price action and try to chart a path forward. So one of the reasons why I didn't really want to cover SPS was because it was still conforming to the channel that we have identified in the past few videos. And during the last update, that was pretty much what we said. As long as we keep holding on to the channel, we keep bouncing around up and down, we will continue to move down. So now that we've seen more price action from SPS, it's important to revisit the original structure that we first laid out when we started tracking SPS. So before, I originally thought that this is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3, this is wave 4, and this was wave 5, followed by an A wave right here, a B wave here to the lower high, and a C wave somewhere around here. But now that we have more information, what actually happened was we were at a prolonged ABC wave. So after the wave 5 high right here, this was actually the A wave when it broke this particular daily structure, followed by a B lower high, and we are still in a C wave correction. And like I told you guys before, the problem with C waves is it's very hard to really pinpoint where this is gonna end. Now that we've withdrawn our structure, so what? Where do we go from here? I think that's the more important question. If we break this particular price level, which we are now, of around 42 cents, we are currently going down. Where are we going? The next level of support is somewhere around here. Why is that? That is because this is the swing high of this particular group of candles right here. And this is currently around 37 cents. If we fall further, this is the next destination. Why is that? This is because this is the swing low of this particular group of candles. So that's roughly around 32 cents. If we fall further, then once again, we have the swing highs right here to refer to as a level of support, which is around 29-ish cents. And if we fall further from here, then we are gonna go back to the lowest lows that SPS has ever had at around 22 cents. There's quite a lot to go to, and to be perfectly honest, we do still have some room to go a little bit lower. How do I know that? If we look at the RSI right here, the lowest RSI we've ever had was around 22 cents. It was at these levels. So it was around a 34 RSI. If you notice, when I draw that line right here, we still have some room to go when it comes to really hitting these low prices before continuation to the upside, hopefully. But it is entirely possible, of course, that you may have an oversold phenomenon here where we can blast past this RSI and continue to go down. The hope is, moving forward, you have a bounce right here at around an RSI of 34, use that as a springboard to further have a continuation to the upside. Another thing to note as to why we may continue down further in some levels is, apart from the RSI still having space, the stock RSI, if you notice, the previous trends that we've had going to the downside, the stock RSI tends to drag itself before continuation. So what we may see moving forward is maybe we will enact the same scenario where you probably drag the stock RSI here, so we'll go down a little bit further before our eventual continuation to the upside. So you may be wondering, is that it then? So is SPS pretty much a shitcoin? This is where we kind of have to travel back in time to look at another token that had similar price action before continuation. So before I continue, it's very important to understand that SPS as a whole is still a very young token. In fact, we have only been active, so I know Splinterlands has been around for 3 years, but SPS as a token has only been around for 113 days. So when I look back at Axie's early days, Axie had a very similar dump in its early days. In fact, this was when it was still roughly around 233 days old. What happened with Axie? It's the same exact thing. After a strong run up to the upside right here and topped at around $11.26, It then started a very long consolidation phase, which lasted for 2 months. From 11.26 all the way to its low of $2.88 near the end of the run, it fell by 74%. But what happened after a major consolidation to the downside? Well, I don't really have to tell you how far Axie has now gone back to the upside. So for SPS, look at where we are. If we were to map the scenario, we actually had this particular dump at a very early stage at around, and currently this particular consolidation has been happening now for a month, for, for more than a month. And when we compare the price action to the downside, we are currently down around 57%. And that's it. I think it's very important to note here that one, I'm not saying that after this particular dump, SPS is going to go to the moon and follow Axie's footsteps. That's not the point here. The point here is even with cryptos that have been very successful in the long run, it had its turbulent days when it first started. So SPS is currently undergoing a similar structure where it's now been down 57% since its highs. But then again, I pose this question to you. Instead of trying to understand why SPS keeps dumping, a more important question to answer is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to take advantage of the levels that we have identified as potential buying opportunities, not financial advice? Or are you going to be sad, emotional, and eventually panic sell your SPS because of a fear that it will go to zero? The choice is up to you. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you also have other gaming cryptos that you would like me to look at, just leave it down in the comments and I'll look at it in the future. Until then, take care everyone, stay safe, bye bye!